Can we do it?
I'm Joyce from LMArena, and today we're here with the tech leads of Code Arena.
Hey everyone, I'm Aryan, founding engineer and creator of Code Arena here at LMArena.
Hi, I'm Graham. I'm also an engineer at LMArena, and I've been working with Aryan on Code Arena.
Code Arena is the next generation of web dev arena you might be familiar with, but it's completely redesigned with feedback from the community. So is this just for developers?
No, actually. So anyone who wants to build an app or website can go on Code Arena and take an idea all the way to a full working website.
Okay, well, can you walk us through it?
So on my laptop over here, I have LMArena.ai opened up. And let's go ahead and click the Code Arena button in the chat. So it prompts us over here, describe the website or app you want to build. So I feel like, maybe we should make a game of Brick Breaker. Let me try that out. This is one of my favorite games growing up, so let's see how well the models can actually do it. So we see that option A and option B are two randomly picked models on the left side, and let's see how the models kind of take this on. So cool, it looks like option B is complete, so I'm gonna go ahead and read what it did real quick. So it created the file, it has the Tailwind CSS for the styling and a canvas, and then we see the model over here actually called a tool to create the index.html. So over here we see all the lines in green are what the model generated through a tool call. So we can really see kind of the agentic capabilities of these models. So I'm gonna go ahead and view option B. Wow,
Ooh.
This is really cool. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and play this. Okay, tap, press space to launch the ball. Okay. All right, so I was expecting the ball to only hit one of them, but it seems to be hitting all of them. Stylistically, I'm blown away. This looks really cool.
Yeah, it's close. Sometimes the logic isn't quite what you expect.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's really cool because we can kind of evaluate not only the aesthetics and the styling, but also the functionality. I really do like the styles, but it seems to be kind of lacking in the core functionality of the actual Brick Breaker game. So let's go ahead and just wait for option A to complete so we can compare the two.
You're so good at this game, you're just tearing through the bricks.
So it looks like option A also completed over here. We see that the game opened up, and I'm just gonna go ahead and start playing with this. Okay, I like the colored bricks and everything, and it looks like it's slightly rounded the bricks as well, and the game seems to be working great.
Yeah, the game logic looks correct this time.
Yeah, so functionally, this game is much better. Option A did a great job. But option B, I think, has really cool styles, and it kind of impressed me with the whole, grid lines at the back, and also kind of the top header with the score and the lives. But I'll pick option A because I want this to be the version that I take and kind of iterate upon. So we see over here, DeepSeek v3.2 beat GPT-5 Medium, which is really, it's really cool that, hey, open source model, and we beat GPT-5 Medium, and what do you think should be kind of a good follow-up prompt that we can add to this?
Ooh, how about let's make the bricks explode, or have an explode animation when they break apart.
That's a great idea. Let me go ahead and just reprompt the models. So please add an explosion animation when the ball hits the bricks. Cool, so we see now we have two new models that are picked over here, and they're using the previous winner as context to kind of build upon. So since DeepSeek won the previous round, it's going to use DeepSeek's history and the file that it made and just build upon that. Oh, cool, so it looks like option B is complete as indicated by this red dot over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and try that out and see if it added the explosions I asked it to make. Okay, so it looks like the explosions weren't added, even though it kind of edited a bunch of different parts, but it seemed that it didn't quite hit the mark, which is okay because we have option A also, so let's kind of view that when it's kind of done creating. Great, so it looks like option A also completed, and it went through a ton of different edits all throughout and explains exactly what the new features were added. So let's go ahead and view this and see if option A adds the explosions.
Nice.
Oh, okay, so we have the explosions here. And I noticed this detail that the explosion color of the particle is the exact same as the brick color. I think that visual detail is super cool.
Cool. Great thing about this is these are permanently hosted on unique sites, so you can share these links with your friends or keep them around to refer to later.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I mean, you can literally just open this up in a new tab and boom, you have the URL. You can share it with anyone. Let's also look at the code that the model generated. So it went through all the edits, and this is kind of the resulting artifact. You see that we have 520 lines of code that was kind of created, and you can copy the code, you can download the code, and it's yours to keep. Yeah, I think I like option A more. So let's go ahead and just pick that as the winner to see which model made that. Oh, okay. So we see that DeepSeek v3.2 beat Gemini 2.5 Pro.
So you have DeepSeek here, and Gemini. Are all the frontier AI models on LMArena?
Yeah, we have all the major open source and internal models such as GPT-5, Claude Opus 4.1, Claude Sonnet 4.5, and sometimes pre-released models. So Model Labs will test their new models on LMArena, and sometimes you get a chance to try them out.
Before the world sees it, you can come on LMArena, try out the models, and yeah, they'll be under a private code name, and you can kind of experience kind of how AI is progressing, you know, as in real time, quite literally.
So go to LMArena.ai and don't forget to hit the code button to enter Code Arena, and you can start evaluating, building, and voting for your favorite models.